Good evening, Tiffin, and welcome to another broadcast of WHEI News Center 10 Live at 5.
Tonight's program is brought to you by the Department of Communication and Media from inside the Media Communication Center at Heidelberg University.
News Center 10 Live at 5 is your #1 campus source for bringing you the latest news around the state, around Tiffin, and around the Berg.
Be sure to stay tuned in as well tonight for our social spotlight as we check the pulse of Berg students and find out what they're thinking about on the hottest topics.
Coming up, inmates help with Habitat for Humanity.
And also, we will give you some details about some homecoming events.
We'll catch up on today's hottest trends in social media.
And we'll check in on your latest Berg sports updates.
Don't touch that remote.
WHEI News Center 10, Live at 5, starts now.
Good evening, Tiffin, and welcome to WHEI News Center 10 Live at 5 for Wednesday, October 8th, 2014. I'm Stacey Hartley.
And I am Ashley Rassicott. Let's get to our first story of the night.
In Marion, Ohio, select inmates from North Central Correctional Camp are partnering with nonprofit organizations. In addition to helping to build homes, the 15 involved in the program also assemble cabinets and furniture for donations for Habitat for Humanity. This relatively new program offers its incarcerated participants letters of recommendation for employment after they are released.
Current Ohio Attorney General Mike DeWine would prefer to wait a few years before legalizing marijuana. DeWine, who is running for the Republican re-election in November, is quite vocal about his position on marijuana, claiming against it. However, Democratic opponent David Pepper would rather legalize than wait and see how other states are handling the more widespread use of marijuana. The Beacon Journal's Stephanie Warsmith reported that aside from the legalization of marijuana, DeWine is also fielding questions regarding his positions on the early voting adjustments, Ohio's gay marriage ban, and powdered alcohol. A 24-year-old is charged with felonious assault with bond set at $75,000 as a 1-year-old is fighting for her life. According to 13abc.com, police say her mother's boyfriend punched her with a closed fist while the mother was showering. Marquise Cummings admitted that he punched a 1-year-old girl on the right side of her face with a closed fist. He told detectives he lost it after running downstairs as the baby continued to cry and punched the child across the face. The mother immediately called 911 after discovering what had happened. Lucas County Children's Services launched an investigation into the household situation.
With the change of season and temperatures, it's time to keep your eyes open for help wanted signs. A new trend has been cited this season with the new battle between in-store customers and online shoppers, which has led to the increase of help needed in an attempt to stomp out the heavy in-home shoppers. The key to that is great customer service, says market manager Julie Sanderson from Best Buy, especially when it comes to consumer electronics. Best Buy is looking to hire up to 30 workers for this holiday season. That generally starts the last week of October through early January. Well, that wraps up our local news segment for the day.
But don't go anywhere because we'll have your biggest campus stories on the other side of these short messages.
I'm Coach Hartzell. You're watching WHEI TV 10.
Student programming from the Media Communication Center at Heidelberg University.
There's only one way a champion long jumper can clear an entire herd of elephants. When they've been butchered for their ivory. Help put an end to the illegal wildlife trade before it's too late.
Some risks are obviously not worth taking.
Watch where you're going!
Some aren't as obvious, but could be just as deadly. like the risk for type 2 diabetes, especially if you're over 45 or overweight. Take the diabetes risk test. It's free and takes less than a minute. Type 2 diabetes is one risk you can't afford to take. So stop diabetes before it stops you.
You know me as Summer Sanders, Olympic gold medalist and broadcaster, but to them, I'm just mom. When I put them in the pool, it was not for Olympic glory. It was for safety, first and foremost, for fun, for friends, and a healthy lifestyle. I always knew I'd get my kids involved in swimming. Get yours involved too. Visit swimtoday.org. Get them started now.
Welcome back to News Center 10, live at 5.
Let's get started on our Heidelberg Campus News segment. Heidelberg will be holding their pep October 9th at 8 p.m. at the stadium. If it's raining, the pep to the gymnasium. Pep rallies in the past have been filled with about 400 students that come out to support the Berg. The pep rally is a great way for students to get hyped about the rest of the seasons for each sport. Captains from all of the fall teams will be speaking for around 3 minutes about their respective teams.
At the pep rally, cheerleaders performing, the hypnotic dance crew performing, as well as our captains giving some getting pumped speeches about the fall sports that are happening, as well as the homecoming court participating in a punt, pass, and kick competition.
It's also a great way for students to get excited for the homecoming festivities that are quickly approaching. Make sure to come out and support the Berg and the homecoming court tomorrow night. Bring your school spirit and smiling faces and get ready to get pumped up.
Heidelberg welcomes a new professor into the Communication and Media Department. Dr. Robyn White is one of the newest members of the department in Founders Hall, and she will be leading as Assistant Professor of Communication. White is enthusiastic to begin a new path here at Heidelberg, hoping to bring her new perspectives to her students. Some classes she will be offering are interpersonal communication and health communication. White is also pleased to work with a new community. An important goal for her is to go forward and contribute positively to this campus as a whole. She is helping to make changes to the health and communication curriculum as well.
Lots of things I hope to accomplish while I'm at Heidelberg. This is a great campus, so one of the things I hope to accomplish is just honestly making a positive contribution. I also would like to contribute to a new, we're contemplating a new, adding more health communication, maybe doing a major that's a health communication major, disciplines with the health sciences. I would love to do that.
White is working hard to push ahead with her ideas of crossing communication and health sciences. If communication and are of interest, keep an eye out for one of our newest professors on campus.
There are many exciting events planned for this homecoming weekend here at Heidelberg. Aside from the opening of the very anticipated Horniman Stadium on Saturday, October 11th from 8 to 10:30 a.m., the Inter-Residence Hall Heidelberg Alumni Office will be holding a 10K race and a 2-mile walk. The 10K run will begin promptly at 8 a.m. and the 2-mile walk will follow at 8:15. The race will start in front of the University Commons and finish in the lower parking lot near Rebecca Street. Sophomore student athlete Dominique Scott talks about how he's looking forward to this weekend's homecoming activities, especially the 10K run. He says he considers himself a very fit person and likes to participate in school events to meet new people and get closer to the community.
Yeah, I'm really excited because there's this 10K run and I consider myself a very fit person, so I'm going to get out there and try my hardest, and it's a great opportunity for me to meet new people and just make some new friends. I'm looking forward to it.
Like it's going to be a really busy weekend at the
Berg.
Berg.
Definitely.
Are you going to be participating in any of the homecoming events?
Oh yeah, I'm definitely going to be going to the pep rally. Even in high school, I've loved pep rallies. So
they're
I'm
great.
so excited. I have yet to see a Heidelberg one, even though I'm a junior.
Really?
So I'm really hopeful. What about you?
I'm also planning to go. I'm also really excited about the bed race on Saturday morning.
Yes,
so,
I hear very good things about those.
Yeah, there's a lot of racing happening on Saturday.
Very entertaining weekend for Heidelberg.
It should be, yeah.
Well, that's all we have for Berg's Campus News today. We'll get into all the latest news and stories from the social media world next.
News Center 10, live at 5. We'll be right back.
You're watching WAGI TV 10. student programming from the Media Communication Center at Heidelberg University.
He serves his party best who serves the country best. Rutherford B. Hayes.
Patriotism is easy to understand in America. It means looking out for yourself by looking out for your country. Calvin Coolidge.
Government is the people's business, and every man, woman, and child becomes a shareholder with the first penny of tax paid. Ronald Reagan.
Nothing wrong in America that can't be fixed of what is right in America.
Be the we now.
For others, it may have just been a summer job. But for me, it was training. Now I'm an Air Force pararescueman, and my job is to save lives. Make the right choices today, and be ready for the challenges tomorrow. This message is brought to you by the U.S. Air Force.
At what age is the color that your skin was meant to be no longer beautiful? Every year, millions of young women the skin they were born with and say they die for darker skin. Sadly, some actually do. Melanoma is the second most common cancer in teens and young adults, and one person dies from melanoma every hour. Change your thinking, not your skin. Stop tanning. Learn more at spotskincancer.org. A message from the American Academy of Dermatology.
Hello and welcome to our Social Spotlight segment. Let's check out what's trending today in the world of social media. Pop music group Maroon 5 has received many negative reviews of their new music video, Animals. The video portrays Adam Levine stalking and fantasizing over an ex-girlfriend throughout the song. The scenes showcase Levine as a book by animal carcasses in between shots of him following behind the blonde, who is played by Levine's actual wife. The video has caught criticism from sexual assault support groups like RAIN, the Rape, Assault, and Incest National Network, and even Twitter. In other entertainment news, fans of the movie Super Troopers have reason to celebrate. After 2 years of fundraising, a sequel of Super Troopers has been approved by Fox, and filming will begin in the beginning of 2015. The second Super Troopers movie will resume where the original's plot ended, containing the same characters. Updates on the production and filming processes will be released when the Fox network representatives officially issue public statements regarding the sequel. Today's Wednesday, which means it's time to throw it to our social segment with Scotty C. Let's check it out. Sorry about those technical difficulties. That's all we have for our Social Spotlight segment today. Let's send it back over to Stacey and Ashley at the news desk.
Thanks, Elizabeth. So, Super Troopers 2, yes or no?
I actually have never seen Super Troopers 1.
Oh, you should get on that.
Could you give me a basic plot summary?
Awesome cop task force, crazy action ensues.
Good
it's
time.
A great time.
Good
it's
time.
a great time.
All right, I'll have to check it out then.
For
to
sure.
be prepared for 2015, it looks like.
Oh, yes, I cannot wait. It's hilarious.
I'll
You'll love
look
it.
into
So,
it.
definitely cool. It's time to throw it to Alli to take a look at today's top sports stories.
With 7 games left in the season, the women's soccer team is to end on a positive note. With only 3 wins under their belt, the Student Princes have had a trying season. With the amount of talent on the team, head coach Nick Spell does not believe the team has reached its full potential. Spell really wants to focus on possessing the ball and focus on their style. The team has worked towards achieving a strong bond, and Spell hopes with a little more experience that everything will all come together.
It's about our girls being consistently playing within our strengths and not to the other team's ability or strengths of being consistent. So I think we stick to that and things will start coming together.
The women's soccer team will be in action this Saturday when they will face Muskingum at Hidden Valley Soccer Complex. Match time is 1 o'clock. The Hot Streak volleyball team, as the team goes on its 6th straight win last night against Baldwin Wallace. The early jump on BW as they won the first set 25-16. The second set was a back-and-forth battle, which led to the Berg being down by 4. 9 of the next 10 points were in favor of the Student Princes as they came from behind to take the second set. In the third set, Heidelberg took the early lead and was able to play back and forth to earn the win. Heidelberg improved to 13 wins and 10 losses overall, including being 2-1 in the OAC. Their next match will be on the road when they travel to Muskingum on Saturday, October 11th at 1 p.m. That's all we have for your Berg Sports tonight. Now let's send it back over to Stacey and Ashley at the desk.
Thanks, Allie. So it turns out we have lots of Berg sports happening this weekend.
Yes, we do.
So not only our homecoming football game, but also the volleyball team's on the road.
Yes.
And soccer is here at home. So
and the 10K run, so there's just a lot of running. There's a lot of movement.
A lot of movement, a lot of action.
Movement, yeah.
So hopefully it'll be a successful weekend for all Berg teams.
Yes, and good luck, very good job for the volleyball team for keeping that winning streak.
Super
That's
proud
awesome.
Of that.
That's fantastic. So when we return, I scream, you scream, we all scream for ice cream.
You're watching WHCI TV 10.
Student programming from the Media Communication Center at Heidelberg University.
I remember the moment.
I'll never forget that moment.
That moment?
It was a moment that changed my life. I'd been training with my team for months, and now we had been called up for the first time. The real deal. Wildfires were getting dangerously close to homes. At that moment, I got my first taste of just how important the Guard is to my community.
See how the Guard can be an important part of your life at NationalGuard.com.
Yeah, but did you see how much he had to drink last night? I can't believe that guy made it home. Nobody drives drunk anymore. Hold on, I got another call coming in.
While drunk driving rates have dropped greatly, negligent driving and speeding fatalities have skyrocketed. Someone dies every 13 minutes from negligent driving, so keep your hands on the wheel, your eyes on the road, and your phone put away.
And now, another adventure with Savings Man.
This is great. Every day should be like this.
It will be when I retire in a few years. I've been planning and saving. Did you save for me?
Well, this is unexpected.
Where'd you come from? Out of the blue, just like an illness, an emergency, or
That's enough, Mr. Unexpected.
Savings Man.
There's still time to plan. Find out how at choose2save.org with a ballpark estimate worksheet.
I will. Thanks, Savings Man.
No, thank you.
So visit choose2save.org today.
Welcome back to WHEI News Center 10 live at 5.
Let's get to our last story of the night.
We've all had those tubs of ice cream that are too frozen when we go to eat them, so we either wait for them to thaw or we put them in the microwave.
Those days may now be over. The 15% ice cream spoon is crafted from aluminum, a metal high in thermal conductivity.
When you hold the spoon from its handle, the heat from your hands is sent up the utensil to the scoop.
Your body heat then successfully melts the frozen dairy, which makes scooping a lot less strenuous.
I tell you, that is just about the best news I've heard all day.
It's really exciting, honestly. I wonder how available these spoons are going to be.
I don't know, but I think they're going to be selling like hotcakes.
Oh, absolutely.
So,
hotcakes.
See what I did there?
Absolutely. It'll make things much easier
I'm
in the
so
kitchen.
excited. I'm tired of having to fight for my ice cream.
It's a
worth
struggle.
it, but
it is.
It's not easy.
Yeah.
Not at all.
This will make things a lot easier.
Definitely. Fingers crossed it comes out soon.
Absolutely.
For sure. So, thank you for watching WHEI News Center 10 live at 5. Our program tonight was produced and presented by the Department of Communication and Media from inside the Media Communication Center at Heidelberg University.
Thank you for watching tonight's broadcast, and remember to tune in again tomorrow.
I'm Stacey Hartley.
And I'm Ashley Rassicott.
And for Dan, Allie, Elizabeth, and Katie, and all of the WHEI production crew, we thank you for watching.